Hello everyone. So today we are going to discuss about the types of interviews and how we can prepare for them. Before going to start, again, it's my opinion and my experience, and I don't have a lot of experience, but still sometimes uh, people ask me some questions around this. I don't know why. So yeah, so we will discuss around this. Okay, and sorry if you can't see this, so you can focus only on my voice and the content, that will be enough. So uh, I divided interview types into 7 or 8. So, and it also depends which type of organization you are going. And instead, I will also say it's a good chance to understand what you really want to do. So, like if I want to do something specific A, B, and C, and you are going in an organization where they are doing something like around E and their culture is E, then you maybe feel start frustrating because you want something else and you are getting something else, and you can determine easily that from this the types of interviews. In my opinion, I felt like, yeah, when companies do like these type of things, then I'm doing job with them, and most of the time it's like this. So we can start. So first is the assignment. So there are a lot of companies, they send you an assignment, maybe kind of a PDF, and they will ask you, okay, please do this in a week and send us back the code. And that is mostly specific to your skill set, what you are doing in the in industry. And in that case, in my case, I used to work on Android, so most of the time I'm getting the Android assignment. I took that, I complete that, and I send that back. And in that case, what type of skill I really used? Yeah, my daily experience plus coding skill. Coding, the term coding I'm using, data structure plus algorithm. Otherwise, the experience is also coding. So that is the only differentiation. Then one more important point. So if you there is an organization who send you the assignment and your career, you are going to join that company, try to ask this question to yourself or confirm maybe with the recruiter or the team, like, hey guys, I'm thinking my to the career growth should not be like only Android. I want to go in a different technologies. I want to work on like maybe iOS or maybe something else. So these type of companies who send the assignment, mostly your career growth is only in that specific role or a platform. Like for example, you join as an Android engineer, you can move to up and you may be a technical lead at one time, maybe you are principal software engineer, but most are the chances like 95% you are in the same, because they hire you from that perspective. They're not expecting someone who is coming and he will do everything or he is able to do everything. So that is a one my observation. Those mostly those organizations, they don't have a lot of opportunities for you to go out of your skill set, and they are not ready to invest on you to learn something else. But there are chances also you can move here and there. It depends, but it's kind of like one signal, okay, it's like of this kind of an organization. Then sometimes companies send you the online coding assignment. So yeah, they know you are a iOS engineer or a web or a front end, but still they will send you the online coding assignment. In that case, you need to complete that assignment sometimes 1 hour or 45 minutes, and you try to complete. And here, which type of skill you really need? So it depends. Maybe if you are working on writing code for frameworks, libraries, OS compiler, kind of where you are basically writing code which will be used by the other developers. So most of the time you are writing by using algorithms and data structures under the hood and the patterns. So your that skill will be helpful. But if you are writing applications code every day, like for example Android, so most probably you are writing repositories, view models, activities, fragments. Same for iOS, and you are not doing any practice around how to use stacks and queues and search. So then it's pretty difficult to pass this on the basis of your experience. Then you need to remember, you need to prepare. And it's yeah, as an engineer, it's my duty to figure it out. I should be relevant for the market. So if I want to move towards those companies who really want to hire someone who can do anything, they are not really interested on a one thing, most probably then they will do these type of things, because yeah, they really know you are working from like 6 years in the Android, but they are asking you these type of questions which has no directly relationship with your experience. It means they have a different expectation. We will discuss that maybe in a different video. Then phone screen. So sometimes those companies who send you the assignments, they do the phone screening, and in that they try to confirm the assignment is done by you, or they will ask you some questions. And sometimes some companies, they will start from the phone screening, and they will and mostly in those type of interviews there will be an engineer who will ask you orally some questions to confirm some information, like okay, what about iOS, what you did iOS, small things, little bit to confirm, okay, yes, you really did work. And then maybe he will throw you a kind of a problem and you need to give an answer, which is also orally. It's not like writing a code, and they will start from there. Then next comes to the coding interview. So there are two parts. One is, there are some organizations, once they do the, especially mostly the assignment ones, they will call you, and they will not do the only coding interview, they will do everything in maybe 1 or 2 hours. Okay, they will sit with you, they will ask you some pretty basic questions about the, okay, what is object oriented programming, can you tell us what is the difference between an interface and abstract class. And they will move from there going up, okay, what is the different polymorphism. And then they will ask you some small questions, not like a problem solving skill, only they will ask you some questions like, are you able to write a code by if else and loop, and how you think. And small questions, you will write a function. And then after they will throw you some behavioral questions, so they will figure it out what type of person you are, what they really want. And then in that one interview they will complete everything, and they will share with you, okay, we are moving towards you are going to be hired, or maybe you have a last interview with the CTO or maybe manager. Then there are some companies, after a phone screen, they really want to confirm, they are going to invest a lot of resources. It's a pretty expensive process, the recruiting process. So they want to confirm, should we start a proper procedure with you. So they will do a one kind of an initial coding round. In that case, you have an interview with some engineer. Mostly they are remote, but if you are in the same city, maybe they will can call you. And you are going in, maybe you have a half an hour or maybe hour, and there will be one problem you need to solve. But to how to solve that, we will discuss later. But you need a coding skill, not only experience, your daily experience. If you are coming from kind of my background, Android engineer or iOS engineer, then it's a different story. If you are coming from the other background, like okay, you are already writing frameworks, pretty like that, where you are using on daily basis data structures and algorithms, then it's easy, but still you need to prepare. Then if you pass this round, then they will do multiple coding rounds, maybe 4, sometimes 2, depends organization to organization. In that case, why they do, what I understand, mostly they really want to confirm you are not lucky. Lucky means like the first question the person asked me, and I'm not on, I will not say it's not honest. He will ask me a question, and I already did that question some days ago in practice. I will complete that question very good. And maybe he will ask 2 questions, and on that day I really know both questions because I did in my practice, so I will pass. So now they are going to the next round, where they will try their best to show you are not kind of lucky, and they really want to understand. So they will do 3-4 more interviews around that, and then after that they will compare your results around, like how are you lucky, or you really have that skill to solve a problem. Then what's next after coding interviews and system design? Maybe mostly they are interchanged, like you have first in system design and then coding interviews. Sometimes some companies ask 1, or sometimes it's 2. It also depends about the position. And then the behavior interview. And for system design and behavior interview, you can watch my other videos. I'm not going to explain those. For the coding interviews, I already made one video on how to execute the coding interview. You can watch that, and today, now for the remaining time, we will discuss how to prepare. So before going to start, we can say, okay, these are around 8 interviews. If I want to pass, what skill I need, and I figure it out. 6 of them need your coding skill. 1 is needs your experience, which is around system design. 6 of them need a coding skill, and the one is what you did in your career, a behavior interview. So it's pretty important. You should be good with the coding, because 6 of them around are dependent on that. Okay, so we can move on a coding, how to prepare. You can search on Google. There are a lot of people are writing pretty good material is available, but still I will do very fast this discussion. So coding, data structure plus algorithm, and problem solving. So you can make a plan if you are struggling about data structure and algorithm, divide properly, and then you can start by per day. Okay, I will learn this, and you need to be persistent. The most difficult part for human beings is the persistence. Yeah, you are motivated one, you on that day you will learn a lot, but the next day you are gone. So yeah, persistence. So these are the data structures. Generally there are mainly two data structures, array and linked list, and all the remaining ones are dependent on those. So you can use array to implement a stack by adding constraints. You can implement the queue by using array, but you need to put more constraints. And if you are going with the linked list, still you need to put constraints, and you can achieve the stack from the by using linked list. And I'm not going under the hood how things works and what is their efficiency and performance, but these are the mainly which I feel if you are good with these, they are good. The most important now question, to be honest, if you don't know under the hood things, still nobody cares until you really know how to apply this. What is the application of this? Like for example, I have no idea how some language, for example Java or Python, under the hood implemented array. Good, no issues. But I know the performance. Okay, it will take big of 1 is a constant. Okay, it will take a big of n time. By learning these data structures, that is more than enough. So, and if you try to go in a deep, then I really feel it's pretty good, because then you enjoy more. And if there is a tie, like for example there are two people and both pass the interview, and there is only one position and there is a tie. Now if you have a deep knowledge, and when you are doing solving a problem, you are sharing under the hood things also, each and everything properly, throwing writing code plus sharing with him. Okay, when I'm writing this, I know under the hood this will be like this and this. And on the other side, a person really know the application of that, but he's not able to share more knowledge because he's not aware of under the hood things, how things work. Then there is a possibility you will get that opportunity, because if there is a tie, they need to break. So it's like this. That is the only one benefit. Otherwise, yep, you can only learn how to use those, how to write the code for those. Like for example, DFS and BFS, you can learn easily in a graph. Okay, this is the DFS code, this is the concept, that is done. And then learn about the applications about that. But how to make a graph, how to make an edge under the hood, what is the code for that, that I felt is not really important until someone asks you, okay, create a graph data structure. I don't know if someone asked, but anyone can ask, then it's a different story. Then we can move to the problem solving. So if you know data structures, you still can't able to solve a problem. Why? Because most of the time everybody knows what is stack. Yep, but when there is a problem to solve, and that problem needs a stack, but you are not able to recognize that is a problem where I need to use a stack, so you can't solve that. And to recognize that, you need to do preparation. Now there are two ways which I felt you can do this. One, I figure it out like in these days, a lot of time people are asking question, if I do complete 200 lead code questions, can I pass for like this a company A? And most of the time people are also sharing, okay, you need to do 200 or 100 or 250, and after that things will be okay. And truly think, yes, it makes sense. Why? Once you will complete the 200 those, you will figure it out. You will start seeing the patterns, the recognitions your brain starts seeing, and then you will figure it out. Okay, this is happening like this and this and this. But there is a problem. The problem statement, the same problem, but the someone changed that problem, and you memorize the hints. Okay, if he's using continuous sub array, if you're using a word substring, or longest or shortest, if you are remembering those, then you know, okay, I will use a sliding window technique and by doing this. But if he figure it out and he changed the word where you can't understand these hints, but the question is still same, it's difficult. And if you go from the other perspective, okay, there is a problem, you need to read that problem, you need to start breaking that problem, then you need to see those, okay, how to break, and then start combining those, and then try to match your skill set. Or your skill set means, okay, this is a problem, he's asking this, I know the application of a queue do this, so for this part I need a queue. Okay, one data structure is there, what else? I need to do this thing, how I can achieve that? Oh, I know I did this by using 2 pointers. Good. Okay, what else? They are asking in a something like maximum or minimum finding. I already know we use something if I want to find a maximum or a minimum by comparison. So I need this. So now I have 3 code blocks which I in my brain I can understand. Okay, Q, max or mean, 2 pointers. Now what else? It's a scan. Scan means you need a loop. Put a one loop, instructions, which is called algorithm. Now you are writing the algorithm and that is done. You can do that, and then by doing that, if you learn these like patterns, that is more powerful, because now you are not dependent on a hints. Now you know any question will come, I'm there, I will complete that. So that is a whole story I want to share with you. Maybe what else we can discuss little bit on a like frustration around this problem solving. So sometimes they're really good, like myself also around 5 years ago, I struggle, suddenly I start struggling to solve, especially on online coding assignment. There is a question and it took like for me 20 minutes only to understand, and then I start writing code and I'm not able to complete in 60 minutes, which is fine, because at that time I'm not doing any code around this, I'm not writing code like that, I'm not solving problem in this way, I'm problem solving in a different way. Okay, user will click a button, then we need to call the API, and then API will give me the result. Okay, so in that case we are mostly thinking separately. So it's not like there is no need to blame yourself, but frustration will be there, which is except like you can't do anything, but you need to figure it out. Okay, this is a problem, you understand, and then what's next? Okay, what you are doing on daily basis, that is not going to help to come here, so you need to invest now time on yourself. So there are 2 options. First, you need to plan, you need to prepare. Once you are done, now it's on you. Okay, you want to really go, your career should move in that company where I will use these different skills, then yeah, now you can go there. Or maybe you can say, no, I'm really enjoying what I'm doing on daily basis, but I have this also, this skill, so at any time if I want to switch, I will use that skill. Or maybe you can start trying to figure it out what you are doing on daily basis, try to apply these data structures and problem solving skills. I'm sure you can. Once you will start seeing thing in that way, you will start figure it out. Okay, I will fix, not like, oh, I wrote 2 loops, oh, this code is 6 months ago, can I improve this? Because now I understand most of the time 2 loops if I have, I can fix by only using extra memory, maybe hash map, and remove the 1 loop. It depends still on a problem, or maybe a sliding window problem. So you are going to remove easily that 2 loops into 1 loop, and now you start doing the same thing in your daily job, where before that you are blaming yourself. And in start, if you have like trying to practice something on a lead code and you can't solve that, it's okay, don't like feel bad, but spend some time, maybe take a whole day and you are not able to complete, then try to go on a YouTube or search somewhere and try to understand what, don't try to watch those videos which are solving that, then you will start memorizing those things. try to understand, try to go and try to understand how the person is thinking. If that video is pretty clear how he's thinking, he's sharing with you loudly, then try to understand, okay, he's like, okay, this is a problem statement, he took this part by using this and this, then from there implement that, solve that, and then go on. So it will take some time, but you will able to easily start doing these uh, problems solve. And yeah, I think that is enough for today. And yep, so see you again guys, bye.